There's always an opportunity to be a better us for this world, so claim it. It's time to develop me for we.
Happy morning, everyone! I'm Steph Sayson, your host. So, just to balance all these past episodes on taking leaps of faith and risk taking, I invite you all to also ponder on this question, the title of the episode: Do I need to overtake? So, yep, add that to your arsenal list of reflective questions before you take your next step. So let me tell you the backstory of this question in the first place. So back in high school, when I was already of age to get my driver's license, I enrolled in a driving school. And the driving school was selling two books. And of course, being the overachiever me, we bought the books. And also being the overeager student that I am, I brought them to the first orientation training that we had. And the instructor saw that I brought them, and he told me to flip to the page and read the instructions on how to overtake. And he made me read the step one out loud. It was a question: do I have the opportunity to overtake? And he stopped me right there. He told the whole class that he disagreed with this supposed step one. And we were all kind of shocked, since why would the instructor of the driving school disagree with the book of the driving school? And he explained that he had this proposed step one, which would be this question: do I need to overtake in the first place? And it's funny because at that time in high school, it was a good reflection and I applied it to driving. But now, after college and now that I'm working, I realized that it meant so much more than that. I remember when I used to work in BGC that whenever I drive in EDSA, since it would take so long, like sometimes like 2 hours on the road just to get home or to my destination up north in Quezon City, that I would really take every opportunity I could get to go as fast and get there as fast as I can. So any silver of opportunity to overtake, I would take it. Like I would see a car inching forward and going to the right so that he would take my spot, but no, I would overtake before him. And that would really give me that jolt of like happiness and excitement because I succeeded in overtaking. But I realized that that's me getting sucked up to this kind of world that is just so quick paced, telling us that you shouldn't waste any time at all, that you can always do better, that you have to outperform everyone, and that we have to keep on goal setting and have aspirations and keep going and going. And because of that, I really got to reflect more on this question: do I need to overtake? And the old Cascasero me was no more. Like I used to really enjoy overtaking as much as I can, changing lanes from left to right after one another. But really being reflective now, I ask myself that question: do I need to overtake? And I didn't try to seek opportunities anymore. Aside from that, do I need to overtake question, other questions actually popped into my mind. Yep, driving really makes me very reflective. It really helps to just think alone. These questions like, what makes me feel the need and want to overtake? Like, what am I trying to achieve? And going back to that previous episode, I realized that I really do associate my worth with what I can achieve, which would be to get past other cars. It would make me so happy to be on the right lane compared to other cars, to be able to be somewhere like 10 minutes away when my friend would be like 5 minutes away from me, since I would drive so much faster and I would be able to overtake so much cars. Like, why did I equate being able to overtake and being such a cascasero as someone who is good at driving? Like, that's just me associating my worth to that. I even ask myself, like, will I be happier once I've overtaken? Like, of course, like, I'm not sure if like all of you get this like me, but I would get that jolt of like happiness and excitement whenever I successfully overtake a car or many cars. And because of that programming already in my mind to always just take every opportunity or make opportunities to overtake, I don't even consider the dangers of overtaking when sometimes I'm not even ready to. Like my dad would get mad at me. He would tell me, "You're like a snake. You're just like going from left, right, and like eating up each space that you find when it's not necessary to do so." And I would get super like annoyed with him that he would nag me about driving like that because I thought I was pretty good by being able to do that. But I didn't consider other things because I was just so used to overtaking and taking opportunities, making opportunities, that I did not reflect on the correct step one, which was, do I need to overtake? We just are so used to living this life of constant competition and comparison. Like, it's just sad how when I look at cars or other people beside me and around me, that I consider them as just used up space and added opponents for a competition that they weren't even aware they were part of. Like, do I really want to look at others this way? Like, do I even enjoy having this kind of disposition towards others? That's why I'm really being intentional with taking things slowly and just enjoying where I am and how far I've gone. Like, this isn't just in driving, but in life in general. Like, it's quite sad that we just really work hard to build a life that we don't even enjoy because we aren't present and we don't just stand and sit still. I remember when like a couple months ago there was this car that had a siren and he was just overtaking here and there. And of course, we moved aside because it might be an emergency. But like a few minutes later, I saw that pickup truck with the siren crashed into two other cars. So just because of his craving to keep on overtaking and like stepping people aside so that he would get to his destination earlier and faster than all of us, he ended up delaying himself even more because of that risk taking to like get every single opportunity to overtake. Like there were so many times that I saw that driver make so much change of lanes that were so dangerous, but he just assumed that because I have a siren, because there's an opportunity, because some cars are moving aside, maybe I can just successfully push back every single car and get to that destination earlier than everyone else. So it's just another testament to how we really need to appreciate where we are and what and who surrounds us, and that entire progress that we have, that whole journey that we have towards where we want to achieve and reach. And of course, me, I wanted to excel and succeed and go further so much, but again, I never really took the time to sit still for a while and to look around and look back. So that's something that I'm really inviting all of you to ask yourselves. Like this correct step one, the asking of, do I need, do I want, do I really need to overtake? Rather than this fake and supposed step one of asking always, or not even asking yourself because you're so used to it, of, is there an opportunity? Do I make an opportunity? Should I go for it? When you're faced with that temptation to overtake. So aside from that, ask yourself these questions and try to answer. First, which areas of my life do I tend to overtake? What makes me inclined to do so? And second, knowing this, do I want to continue overtaking? I pray you all take the time to think through your answers to these critical questions. So don't forget that we all need to make the time to take the time. If you have questions, suggestions, or just want to chat, you can message me on Instagram at Sayson or Twitter at whatsteph.sayson, or even email me at developmeforwe@gmail.com. See you guys in a few days for the next episode. Happy morning!